going, guys? I'm here with Mr. Nic Koh. He took out yesterday's Pirate Party event in Cannington, going 5-0 with the one and only Whitebeard. How's it going, my friend?
Good, very good.
Awesome,
Loving
man.
the deck so far.
Going well for you, man. Been taking out a few locals.
Yeah.
So the Pirate Party had about 40 people, so it was an awesome event. It's good to see you going undefeated in that. So without ado, we're going to take it away.
Yep.
Fire it, my friend.
Cool. So, Whitebeard, I think
Whitebeard.
public enemy number 1. This version of the deck is basically what Garrett from Worst Generation put out. Really like the hybrid style of the deck, so I wanted to give it a shot. One of our other teammates, KC, said play it, and I listened to him a lot.
Yep, beautiful, man.
Right, so let's start off with the straw hat part of the hybrid.
So we got the one cost Namis.
Yes, very simple, everyone knows what it does. Looks for the meats and potatoes of the deck. Next
Beautiful.
we have the 2Ks in the deck. No need to explain what they do. However, the only ones that I like to play actually, depending on the matchup, is Sanji.
Yep.
Helps you turbo out to your Marcos and your boats. They hit for a nice 7k.
Yep.
Sweet numbers, magic numbers, we like that. And then they act as a blocker because they're gonna swing to them next turn because they don't want you to hit them too hard again.
Awesome, and it's also another target for the Nami to search out, which is great.
Yep. So all these are all going to be the searchables. I think I have about 20 in this deck. 3 Luffys. I think when I previously played Strawbeard, I didn't like 4. I got clucked up in my hand way too often.
Yep.
Having no counter cards was pretty bad in Strawbeard, and I would end games with like 2 Luffys, 3 Aces, and I'm like, wait, I'm dying just from getting like 6k checked every turn. So I wanted to cut them down, and I like this build with only 3.
Awesome.
To finish off the Strawbeard package, we have 3 gut point, 4 radical beams. I think if anyone's seen the Boatbeard, the full Boatbeard versions, the non-hybrid ones, they play 4 and 4. I really like them because a lot of people like to do the 8k checks and stuff. So having more counters that are searchable by Nami really puts you up in the curve.
In the curve, yep.
Yeah, because I like to go second in this deck, and that lets you play a lot of your odd numbered cards, and having one after each turn for either a gut point or radical beam lets you protect your board while advancing it and the money cuts off their hand.
Awesome, man.
So that rounds up the Strawbeard package. Next we have
So going into Moby Dick.
Yep. So why we call it the hybrid beard, Moby Dick. It's the reason why this card is banned next set. You put it down turn 1, you put it down turn 5, your opponent is going to start scratching his head. They don't like seeing it, but you love seeing it.
So why did you go for 3 on this one?
Because playing the original pure Boatbeard, there were a lot of times where I found that they get clogged up in my hand. Sure, I know, I think someone did the math out there that you want to see, you want to play focus, you want to see it, but I think tunnel vigiling into it, it's not really good, and then it also alters your playstyle where you think I can't win without Moby, but if you look at Strawbeard, they win without Moby. This deck plays, I would say, like you can play like Strawbeard, or you can just see Moby and then take the life and then start hitting them for like 8Ks, 9Ks, 12Ks, and then you just win from there.
Awesome.
Next we have the Chunky Boys.
The chunky boy.
Yep. The vanillas.
So we got some vanillas happening. Alright.
You need them, the perfect on curve, going second or first. Turn 2, turn 3. A lot of the times people say, oh, they can get Jet Pistol. I'm like, sure, go for it. You spend the whole turn removing a vanilla, and I'm still winning my board, swinging you for 6k.
Yeah.
And if I preserve my life at times, I don't have to have cards early. And turn 4, they ask me, how many cards do you have? And I have 11, and they go like, oh. And that's what you like to hear, right? And if they're not removing these guys, they're swinging for 7k, 6k. If they want to remove them early by attacking, if they want to put Dawn in the swing, they start thinking, I need to put 3 Dawn to make on the leader to make it 8k, and then how much for 9k.
Yeah.
It's just very value in your end.
It's full value, yeah.
Yes. I think the only one's a little bit odd is Vista. Only 2.
Only 2 Vistas, okay.
Yes.
So what made you go down for 2?
So I like, like decks like Zoro or Raw. I feel I don't really have time or a window to play Vista after that's not on turn 2. because once you hit your 4 dawn and above, you have so many like bigger and stronger cards that you can play that just overpowers things. Like sure, they're great against blockers and searchers, but I've seen them when I have 6 dawn, I go like I play this on 6 dawn, I have 3 dawn left, and I swing my lead for 9 or 8 and therefore like maybe a gut point. I don't really feel like building the board, but there are really strong cards nonetheless. If you see both of them against Zoro or Law, you feel you feel really good.
And you feel like you get more of the value out of it, right? Yeah.
And in the end, there's still 1Ks.
Yep.
Love to see this. I think in this deck I want to minimize the number of non-counters that I have because I want as little dead cards as I can.
Yep.
Next we have my boy, my favorite character in
your boy
the show so far, I guess.
Marco, look at all these alt arts, man. Hey. Oh, they're made beautiful.
I got them flex somewhat. I think this is the reason why I want to play this version of the deck.
Yep.
Having a blocker that sticks is very annoying.
Yep.
It's really good in the mirror. And if people want to use resources to get rid of it, they're just demanding 1 card. You know, I've had people like Otama Vista it, comes back, tap, and then they go like, oh, 5k, 1 card gone, 5k, 1 card gone. They're doing swings to stay on my leader, and I'm only investing 1 card, which is really, really good. There's some matches where you don't like to play them, maybe against like Ivankov or any blue decks that keep bouncing them. In that case, there are still 1k counters. You know, like don't tunnel them into being able to play. Like I like playing it early enough against Ivankov. They have to bounce it and leave it in my hands at 1k because the tempo is gone. Yeah.
So I mean, you still get value out of it regardless. Anyway,
no matter what. I think it's all about how you play the card. You know.
Yeah.
So now we have the next best card, I would say, of the deck, Ace. I don't see the one non-alt art there.
I was going to say, so now we need one more alt art.
I've been trying to find it. No one wants to give it to me, man. This card is insanely broken.
Yep.
When you don't have tempo, it gives you tempo. When you have tempo, it gives you more tempo. You clear the board. With Moby Dick, it's a 9k swing. What I like to do with this card is you present the turn before with more tap characters, and then they have to swing into they rather swing into your tap characters on face, and then you play this and they clear up their board, and it's still a 7k body that if they want to deal with it, there's so much body investment to deal with it. You know, and the fact that it's rush, late game is with Moby Dick out, 9k swing to the face, nice magic numbers.
Yeah.
I did miss out one of the 2Ks for this half. Jozu, like the other set, like the other 2Ks, very straightforward that they're mainly it's a 2K. However, there are times where you just use it as a rush. If you have 10 Dawn and 2 in hand, the 2 7k swings, which is very demanding for a very late game play. That also means you have an 8k swing for leader, assuming you have nothing else on board. So I would just go like vanilla swings and then maybe play a 12k swing with 1 Jozu or 2 7Ks.
Yeah.
They're not going to expect it sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
And the last one, well,
the big boy.
Pops, you have to play
the
pops.
Yes. So just 2 on this one. Okay.
Because in this deck you want to take damage early.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like maybe the first swing or sometimes the second swing, depending on the matchup. I'm taking it.
Yep.
So a lot of the times you will see that this is Mako food. You know, you just pitch it to Mako, and you don't feel bad because you know you have more counters that you're using, and you're keeping Mako alive. And this and you have sometimes you don't have the window to play them. I like having a card, you know, that is like if I play it, I'm good. If I'm not playing it, that's fine. You can get into the situations where you engineer 1 life and you have Moby Dick and you play this out.
Yep.
It's gonna be so devastating and it happens more than you think. You know, like maybe if you really like the interaction, you can play 2. Play 3. I wouldn't play the full 4 because it's sometimes too often dead in your hand.
Okay.
Apart from other bits of the deck, and yeah,
that's mainly it.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Well, that's very well explained. Thank you very much for showing off your profile. We really appreciate it, man. Well done as well for all your recent victories here at locals and the Cannington event, Pirate Party. It was awesome to be there. So any shout outs before we head off?
Obviously to the team, do a lot of testing often online. You know, like people post a lot of lists on Twitter. Like I said, I got this list, and I guess like Casey found the list on Orange Samurai ID on Twitter.
Yep.
And it's from, like I said at the start, from the Worst Generation. You can find them on Twitter. They do really good content. They talk about the game. I don't think like there should be any hidden tech in the game. this game is really more of a skill-based thing.
Yep.
Like, different lists, you can only change the percentages so much. And I think when you build a community, share the lists.
Yep.
And in the end, when you play, like regionals and treasure cups, it's all down to player skill, and that's where it really shines. It's not about the deck, it's about the player.
All about the player, that's it, man. Thank you very much for that, we appreciate it. And Beyond as well, shout out to them, our sponsor here in Perth. So if you guys enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, hit that bell to stay notified, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.